guitar.
There's your intro.
Yeah.
That's the intro there.
Yeah,
is it?
that's what I thought.
It's so good, I want it.
So welcome to All About Guitar. Today we are joined by John Munson from Munson Guitars. Hey John.
Hey, how's it going?
Not bad, how are you?
I'm grand.
We've known each other for a fair few years now. We've worked together on builds, this one for example. But it's been a while, so I thought we'd catch up, see where we're at with some of the new bits you've done. I don't think I've ever seen that one over there we'll talk about, and that one in the corner was the first guitar I ever saw from you guys. So we've got the complete story here.
As you said, we've got like the whole kind of history here of things we've been doing. But yeah, it's been a little while. Basically, I've had a kid, so this year we're having a bit of a year off. Not like work, we're still building guitars, but we're not doing all the shows and we're not been out and about as much. So really cool to sit down obviously today and talk. But yeah, we'll still be at the shows kind of visiting, but we're not kind of exhibiting because we haven't really had the opportunity to build any new kind of demo models. And we've just been flat out on customer work. Always nice to be building stuff for customers.
Yeah, we've got one, you've got one in for me at the moment. We're doing a, I think it's like a double cut Revstar style guitar for one of my customers.
So this is the newest one that you haven't seen.
Oh, I haven't seen this. No, that's right.
So this is our newest model. It's the Avenger model. You may be able to tell where it took its inspiration from. So a lot of people have been asking us to do our version of an S-style guitar. And if I'm honest, I was really hesitant because like Fender got it right. Like I love a Fender Strat. They're fantastic guitars. There are some other brands that have kind of taken it and done something slightly different with it. But most of them I find are doing the kind of vintage, distressed kind of thing. And, you know, very like period correct pickup winds and stuff. I wanted to do something different. So if we're going to do this, we want to make it our own. And this is our first kind of stab at that. We've just kind of picked and chosen aspects of it just to slightly improve and tweak in our own way. Because if you think of the original Fender instruments, they were built as workhorses. So, you know, the idea was that you could chop and change pieces and they just needed to, you know, get going. So, you know, guitars of proper vintage, like it's cool that they're still going, but they probably weren't designed to be still here, in my mind. It's just cool that they are because they're really good workhorses. So we've tried to kind of take that aspect of like, what can we do to the instrument to make it better to work on and therefore more reliable and easier to use when you need to tweak it. The kind of elephant in the room is always like, visually, does it just look like a copy of another guitar?
Yes.
So
I think that's prevalent though, isn't it? Because of obviously the news at the minute that Fender are being a little bit hot, shall we say, on this particular style of shape. Do you believe that you've done enough to change it enough to keep people still interested in that sort of non-Fender S-style guitar?
I think from our perspective, nothing's really changed in the sense that a lot of people, they don't want to move away from the familiar shapes. So that was kind of my big hesitance with doing an S-style guitar, is that it's a very popular shape.
Yeah.
When we first did the initial designs for this, we'd just done a 3D model. We hadn't actually built one yet. Fender released the Ultra.
Yes.
And some of the tweaks that they'd made on that is stuff that we'd done on this. And I was like, well, we're kind of moving in the right direction then. So kind of like the contour on the back and things like that.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, it's an instrument that's been around a long time. So everyone's going to do their own version of it. Typically, everyone just wants the OG. You know, they like the newer modern models. Maybe someone will go for like noiseless pickups or something. But if you go too wild, when you've got an established brand like that, I think it's quite hard. And because we're not that brand, we can do something a bit wilder.
Yeah.
And when I say wild, you know, it's not, you know, glittery and tiger stripes, but which I quite like. But typically, a lot of our customers already have the big brand guitars. They've got one of each anyway, and they're looking for something more. So it's not like buy this instead of that. It's buy this as well as that potentially.
Yeah.
And hopefully you play this one more. That means that there's more choice for people, which I think is always a good thing. And then ultimately, we all have our own approaches. So it's been on the road a little bit around some of the shows, but we stripped it all down and put it all back together again and put a new set of pickups in it. So these are our own custom-made pickups for this. I voiced these. The intention was to sound a bit of like Philip Sace with that kind of like hotter single coil output, but I'm also a huge John Frusciante fan, so kind of the neck pickup having that kind of bassier sound.
Yeah.
Roll it back to number 7, kind of volume-wise, and yeah, it's kind of nice. Like that was the aim. So hopefully that comes across. Awesome. But we are through a Fender amp rather than a Marshall, so we'll see. Obviously we've got a lot of top end on there.
So yeah, we're plugged into. I'm in the Cornell Romany, and you're in the Fender Blues Junior.
In tweed, really nice.
In tweed.
Yes.
In tweed.
In tweed.
In tweed. Go for it. Let's go through some tones on yours.
Okay, so yeah, we'll kind of just go through your traditional kind of S-type sort of setup that we've got. And so one thing I would add is what we've done here. Typically, a lot of players will move the middle pickup lower in the body to kind of get it out the way. And with that in mind, what I did is wound it a bit hotter so that, like, obviously it's not going to be exactly the same, but it gives you a bit more of a balance across all of them.
Yeah.
So we'll go through it all. Let's get the volume up on that one. And let's get some of this gain down a bit there. So that's your neck pickup. Bring the volume down, it does clean up quite a bit.
That's awesome.
Then you're in between, so you're all that. Wait.
Very cool.
And then that middle position that I said about.
Nice.
Lovely.
Really nice.
You are the in between. Quite quacky.
Nice.
Sounds like a coctois, doesn't it?
It
really?
does, yeah.
And then, yeah, obviously your bridge.
And these are pickups that people can order from you.
They can, yes.
It's awesome.
So yeah, we've only kind of got one range of the single coils at the moment. So you can order them separately, obviously spec your guitar with them. But yeah, I hope it kind of comes across. What I've tried to do there is that we've got that kind of higher output on the bridge and that kind of hot Strat-y sound, but with the clarity as well, especially when you've got that middle pickup in place. I mean, if we go for kind of like some more like... So all that said, as well, like obviously we can spec these because they're all custom built. Like you can spec the pickups and also the configuration of the guitar however you want. So generally, like for me, my personal preference is an HSS setup because I do just love the humbucker. But we've had 2 humbuckers in there and splitting it all a single coil in the middle with 2 humbuckers and then a whole bunch of different tonal variations. We have also done where we've got the trem with the Ghost system as well. So that's just like everything. We did one where it's, you've got Ghost, trem, and MIDI. So you could, I don't know, do you know what I never tried? I never tried doing like a dive bomb if you were doing like a drum kit sound or like a keyboard, but it all tracks, so it should work.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy. And then one other thing I wanted to show you on the back here. So rather than having the claw for the trem just screwed in with screws, and then when you have to adjust it for string gauges or whatever, you normally have to unscrew it all and reposition it. We've got this metal block here that you just adjust with an Allen key and it just moves back and forward.
Oh, that's clever.
So as a tech, it's just super easy to balance out. So I did change the gauge of strings on this yesterday before I brought it over, and I just a couple of tweaks on there, ready to go. Didn't have to block off or anything. So
that's clever.
And we intentionally kind of left the cover off the back so you can see it all because it looks kind of cool.
yeah, absolutely. Awesome.
And that is the Avenger.